Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome every star sign on the planet. This is my weekly Sunday pick-a-pile reading. I usually just show my hands. Today it's a special moment, so I'm gonna show my face. My name is Silva. I'm Shadow Sister Silva. And in my readings, I let your shadow meet your light so you can be whole again. And these pick-a-pile readings are following chapters of Divine Comedy. I started last year, 2003, reading the Inferno. By the time was maybe April, we got end of the Inferno, then we started with Purgatorio, and now, this time, today, we are going in the end of Purgatorio, so we can call it up this year well with this kind of purging the sins, and next year can start fresh with Paradise. And I will go like a week by week with the correct week number matching to these chapters of Paradise. So 2025 now, I can already say the theme will be the Paradise year. So who knows what kind of love year is coming, but that is my intention here. Anyway, welcome everybody. I have not made a lot of publicity about me coming here this time, but I realized I cannot, usually I have said 6 o'clock, I cannot do it 6 o'clock now because otherwise it will be dark and I have to have daylight here, so I started already. So maybe not many people realize I'm here, but I'm here. I will be so long that maybe somebody will catch up eventually. And in the end of this reading, there is a possibility one of you be lucky one. You have to be subscribed to comment this live, and so I immediately know when somebody comments that they are subscribed, but anybody can be then picked in the end for the free psych reading. So I will use my crystals to locate the chakra healing, or what kind of deck I'm going to use. I'm going to intuitively going from there for your energy, and I'm connecting a little bit which way, but I'm connecting to energies, and whatever is your answer question, I will answer it. I have answered all kind of questions. For example, I have a video about who killed Kurt Cobain, and I think I found some answers. So let's see. If we have the source helping us, we can find anything. So what would you like to know? Only, of course, guidelines of YouTube. The language should be like that. Fitting here. So not any political thing, I would say. But part of this reading is I'm bringing now here one of my own spread that I'm using currently in my star sign readings. I have done star sign readings now for January, predictive readings until Scorpio. So the next one after this reading, I continue doing Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And I use this spread from here that we're going to use now in this pile reading. So it's called Live Your Dream. This is my own spread. You can find it in my community post. I've posted it there. If you want to try home, it's showing the card positions, and we're going to do this today. So let's go into the piles. This is a pick-a-pile reading. If you are new to this concept, it is for all star signs. You are asked to use your own intuition and pick pile that the images that I'm not now gonna show the piles. If you feel called to that pile, that's for you. You might be called to look all the piles, so it also can be. But it's your intuition. This is like intuition practice, like which one is for you. And I have designed all my readings since the beginning so that they are all having chakra energy, chakra crystals, and that's how, if you notice that you need healing, for example, for the crown chakra, the first pile is the crown chakra, you could go look into the archive of my videos and look all the crown chakra videos, because that might be, again, something matching to current energy you have. But let's introduce this pile. So pile number 1 is crown chakra. And because of this, you get this show above deck. And already the first card is showing, and I randomly pick the first card, and that's the High Priestess. So you have a High Priestess here, very matching to the crown chakra. And then the image is this. So, Inclusion de Amor. is your card. Pile number 2, you will have fantastic creature tarot deck. First image is this, Knight of Wands. And the crystal is Sacral Chakra, carnelian. And your first image is this. There is very Holy Mary. Who knows what is coming? And pile number 3 is, you get this Tarot of Oppositions. The first card randomly is a Fool card. Fool card on a new journey. It's almost like we are having kind of soon new chapter with the Paradise for next year. This is pile number 3. Fool, Throat Chakra Crystal, Lapis Lazuli. And your first card is this. So here we are. The cards are numbered in order. So they're all the last chapter of this book. Purgatory 31, 32, and 33. So pile number 1 is 31, pile number 2, 32, pile number 3, 33. So here we go. In this live, I will pull everything live. I will use with these decks the Live Your Dream spread. But before that, we start pulling freely cards. So let's get started. Welcome to my channel. Let's make magic happen. There is magic in you. So we start with the pile number 1. There's a lot of cards I'm gonna pull live. So. Okay, this card is really like here. We start. Pile 1, you have selected this beautiful image. It's almost like born from an egg. And it's a Cupido, baby angel, and the maiden is like a bird of Venus, kind of, sort of. Same image. This first card give me like a interesting. I have to show you like the next card from this is just I just took this card, and next card is this planet guy. So Neptune was underneath this High Priestess. Beautiful couple energy. This might be the couple energy of your relationship. This Neptune guy, but we put it back to the deck. But this is your card. So I was thinking just to say like this is a bit like a bird of Venus. There is always this like coming kind of the. Here is like a moon, here is like the egg, this kind of shapes are a bit repeating. Rising to the powers, rebirth, possibly, some kind of rebirth. New year, of course, is very clear here. But High Priest is always like a mysterious person, mystic person. Anyway, I think before we go any other cards, I'm gonna read you the Purgatory card immediately. So Purgatory 31. And I'm gonna show you this card. Weeping and overwhelmed, Dante stammers out a confession that indeed after Beatrice's death he was distracted by mere things of here and now and failed to pursue any higher good. Beatrice scolds Dante for allowing himself to be pierced by the arrows of the fallacious things, instead of striving to get closer to God after her death. Dante just stands there looking shamefully at the ground like a little boy and finally faints with remorse. Then Dante finds himself being drawn into the stream by Matilda's grip. After still dripping water, he is joining the dancing four virtues. These ladies guide him over towards Beatrice, who is standing by the griffin that reflects from Beatrice's eyes and is showing as a both eagle and lion. Beatrice symbolizes God's love. It's as if Dante is under God's judging gaze when Beatrice looks at him. Very fittingly, me, I'm also looking at you now, like there is like a psychic looking at you. Let's see who is there. There's not much audience here now. Anyway, this is your Purgatory card. This is almost like this kind of psychic Beatrice female power. Let's see next thing. Before we go to live your dream, I'm gonna pull you one of my own. I've been creating this invisible tarot deck, so let's have for you now one card. What would be your one card for this deck? Number one. Interesting. We got a Wheel of Fortune, so looks like there is some fate, karma, or luck involved in your relationship. But the message is TikTok. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. So something about timing and being patient. I think Beatrice was also here kind of giving Dante a lesson, like everything, like you should not be like a distracted by here and now. There is like a higher purpose and so on. It's also kind of like a showing there's time for everything. And patience and time are the powerful warriors. Next thing, I'm gonna show you astrological card. I'm not astrologer, but it's an interesting way to see what Spirit wants to say to you. What kind of astrological aspect is now important. This is a timeless reading, so you might be looking this in the future, and this is same applicable then. So this is card number one. Sun. Okay. We are currently having Sun shine in Capricorn, but Sun is very powerful energy. Spiritual, demonstrate, mental, realize, physical, act like a leader. I mean, this woman is already acting here like a leader. There's totally like a, there is this kind of leader qualities are called. And now is new moon in Capricorn. New moon in Capricorn is perfect time to manifest. This is reminding me of this kind of manifesting power. When you're in your power, you are like able to really use the source energy, draw it, and see in the material world immediately what you want. The intent has to be clear. But Sun, act like a leader. Okay. We are going into this relationship reading, but now it's very focused on this kind of guru powers. Really like how to be a good guru, not to be like a egotist. Be a good guru. Then before we see this, we read this in the end, but I'm already gonna show you the Sacred Destiny card. So at the end of this reading, this whole reading comes together by number one with this card. So your card is Wisdom. So here is the card. Kelveko podcast. Greetings, love. Yes, as you noticed, I started earlier, and I had to start earlier because the daylight. I didn't realize, like, when I have set this reading to be 6 o'clock, I can't be camera like this. If I would be in 6 o'clock, it would be too dark. Jessica said, you look beautiful. Thank you. It's always nice to hear compliments. I actually made myself really like a special dress because we are having, you have been sticking around here patiently. We just had this pile starting that TikTok, the two most powerful warriors are patience and time. And you are very patiently watching this. Thank you for being here. You can see my personal change also in these readings, but now I put myself this costume that I had last year in my film premiere, and I was acting one role as a mother in one local film, and then in the red carpet I was dressing this, so that's why I thought like this is totally the final of the Purgatory. So why not? Let's bring in this kind of party. It's almost New Year. But we are coming in the end of the Purgatory in this reading, and that's why it's kind of like a meaningful to celebrate. And yeah, there is another reason. Because I have hit 1,500 subscribers, so I'm like, yeah. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, thank you. But I really paid attention. I went to one flea market. I mean, these are new, but I was like searching for even an earring and all this for this matching this kind of green outfit. It's like kind of like a pirate style. Anyway, let's continue. But now we are having this kind of like a grand final of the Purgatory, purging the sins before New Year. So, and this whole reading, part number 1, started with the High Priestess. So this is the first card. We have got quite interesting cards so far. Even the Sun card. It's kind of opposite to the Moon, whatever it means, but it's asking you to be a leader. What I'm actually doing also here. Now, next thing, yes, we are going to read this wisdom in the end. So this is your advice card in the end. And I'm going to use now this horoscope spread in this reading 3 times. And I think we are about to go there soon. One more advice card before, and as well I will read this, and before I start this, I will pull from this Anubis Oracle one more advice card, but I read those cards in the end, but you can already know it. So what is pile number 1 is now this Anubis Oracle. Isis. Wow. Amazing. Very matching with this female energy here. Amazing. So, Holy Queen, Mother of us all, embodied manifestation of love. 3 Isis. Wow. This is all very, very much, and this is kind of mother looking, because there was this first card of the Purgatory is a woman coming from the egg, but there is this angel, so it's kind of like a interesting. Also kind of mother type bird. So these cards we will read soon. Now we go to this reading. So let's see. I'm gonna put this card back. We are gonna look. Ah, yes. Oh, there is so many things. Maybe even before this, I have to do this general thing. I have to have my log. Sorry about like I'm kind of like the first pile. Always have to like remember all the things I have to do. So before we do this reading, live your dream, I have to pick current feelings of a person. So even that has to happen. This is a weekly love reading, and I do it always so you can check what kind of feelings are coming. So hopefully these earrings are not dropping. So current feelings of your person. I wonder how Jessica is going your love life. The same Jupiter guy showed up in the Virgo reading. You want to see the Virgo reading? That Jupiter guy shows up there. It's such a funny thing. I was saying in that reading, like, oops, is a Virgo wanting to have the same guy as Aries? Watch out. So anyway, it was just in that general reading. If you want to look, but the Jupiter showed up again. So anyway, current feelings of your person, pile number 1. One more. Let's see. Put them nicely back here. Okay. So first one. I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not. Kurt Cobain. Inattention to possible 5 roles behaviors leads to life without intention. Bring awareness to them. Activate your full personal power in each moment. Purpose is the greatest bridge to now. So observer, you have to be observer, director, guardian, warrior, lover, leader. Own the moment. Life comes back. High vibe. High five. Wow, this leadership was already here. This is almost like higher guidance about that, what it means to be like setting powerful intentions. Then we choose our roles and behaviors each day. In any moment, we can play one or a combination of 5 vital roles. In attention to these possible roles, attention to these possible roles leads to a life without, in attention, it is the same, it's a continuance of this. So in attention to these possible roles leads to a life without intention. So bring awareness to them all and activate this. Interesting, like to be aware of the roles that you're playing in your life. Like what is it saying? Is it like the planets are like actors, and the signs are like the aspects. There is this kind of thing about even horoscope and astrology, that the planets are kind of I think that they are the actors of the like in the sky. It's this kind of roles we play. Coming back to the fact that you have now Sun. This is often happiest card in the tarot. Complete awareness, consciousness. Your person wants you to be very like attentive, like aware yourself, and somehow like really happy of everything you are. Sun is really the happiest card in tarot too. Leadership qualities also indeed. To be leading with love, leading with your own style. Just to say, I'm still single. I'm in no rush. Yes, this is the best this mentality. And but love to hear about new love. Just I'm prepared whenever it shows up. Yes, Jupiter is something like actually, this pile might be for you because luck, the Wheel of Fortune, is really this Jupiter style. It's really like the same style. So talking about Jupiter is very, but here the virtue is powerful. 2 warriors are patience and time. So indeed, you said completely, you have a right attitude to get this. Just set these intentions. Like I have wrote, for example, a dream day 5 years ago, like now next spring. And it really helped to give this kind of blueprint, like what I want to have in life. And like always be mindful about like, okay, I like spirituality. I like certain things, values like family, like keeping in mind those things that I wrote. And in that kind of dream day text, you could also do this. You write from the morning till the night, and you describe yourself and how you're behaving even in this dream relationship. And then you can look what kind of role you play indeed. Like this was mentioned here, like we choose our roles and behaviors each day. How are you in that dream day? Because maybe you can be immediately like that. If you are not, if that is like a dream, why not immediately being that way? Like I was in my dream day preparing us like a nice picnic and cooking and being this mother type. Like even if I don't have anybody to cook a lot of food, nobody's gonna eat it. Like I can still kind of make this kind of little moments when we go with a picnic with my boy, or like we have this kind of beautiful, this kind of things that was happening in the dream day, like to make it already happening. So it's kind of tip that you observe then what kind of roles you play, how you are in this relationship, because you can immediately start to be this way without that relationship. So now we have still, I'm gonna take one more current feelings from this one. I've been using this. Bigger feelings. Pile number 1. Pile number 1. We have still throat chakra. Creativity is my birthright. Nice X here. Really same kind of stuff like your first card was already egg. So it's almost like calling you to understand like this is very related to creativity. This whole first card. Creativity is my birthright. But talking about rebirth, it's like how you can be extremely creative. Mother is always like Isis is very like a creative force. Like Empress is very creative force. These are following the major arcana card, and this would be the Empress card in Egypt. So very similar energy also. Then solar plexus chakra. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Sometimes, indeed, you have to really draw the energy back to you and just give this kind of die-hard love to yourself. You need it first to give it to anybody else. So then we have one more thing. We have the rune for the week, because it's a weekly love reading. One number one's rune is balanced joy. Always remember to be balanced with even joyful things. Sun is of course very like a joy card, so maybe there is a lot of joy coming, and you have to kind of like hold your horses a bit, like, okay, everything in balance. Even the happiness should not be like a completely like you're fainting and like, oh my god, like losing consciousness because you're so happy. Everything in balance. Okay, my hair is like strange. Wait. So let's put it here all. Now we do this live your dream. So this reading wants to point out how we can kind of visualize this light and shadow. Light would be the person now. Okay, Jessica, you're watching. And that shadow would be your person, because often we bring this kind of shadow in our relationship, kind of polarities. It could be just yourself when you're single. It could be just everything about yourself. But it could be really your ideal partner, even having that aspect that you are not having in the sunlight. So one, what is your dream relationship? So now, what is your dream relationship? Let's see. Number one. And your persons or your shadow would decide. I think I get 2 cards for this for some reason. A lot of demands. The shadows. What trust and commitment mean to you? This is a beautiful conversation you would have. I think first time I made similar spread in the past, I don't remember now what was the name. I made similar spread in the past, and the inspiration came then from the 8 dates. There's this book called 8 Dates. You should have 8 dates with the person you're interested, and every date you should address some important question. And I think one of the important questions first to address is what trust and commitment mean to you. So this would be really beautiful subject, even Jessica, if you're going to date, to talk about before getting more involved. But even the book, 8 Dates, who knows, maybe it's a good book to read 2025. Your person's trust and commitment, what it means, and what you dream in this relationship. The same spread is now used in my horoscope readings too, so you can always go to look. This is now pile number 1. What you dream and your person. Okay, let's see. We start. Wearing Red Bear is here. Hello. I was very grateful also that Wearing Red Bear was donating me 10 pounds. Welcome, welcome. But as you see, I didn't do as I usually do. I'm not here 6 o'clock, but earlier because of daylight. I realized I have to be. And now I'm very celebratory mood, always like a much more like a showing myself, because I have hit the 1,500 subscribers, and I thought that is the moment to give to my community, even because we are getting into the end of Purgatorio. There is these 2 things: getting more subscribers and finishing something that I started. I think in April I started to read this Purgatorio, and now we're gonna start 5th of January reading the Paradise. This whole year is gonna be about Paradise. And as I go often July away, it is so that I think we will be reading this Paradise until September or something. So be prepared. I will be here. Anyway, okay, pile number 1. Dream relationship. Wow. Crown of Air. It shows like a old woman style, but this is the King of Swords. Would be totally air sign king, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Truthful, honest, partner. Even very, like a King of Swords always plays the actions in the actual, like new facts. Like if the King of Swords would find out something is like a new innovation or whatever have happened, they would take in consider that new information and knowledge. They drive on knowing the facts. So this is the dream relationship, to have this kind of fair king. Wow, I like this, but this is in this case like old grandma. Maybe there is some ancestor energy even part of this relationship, like some ancestors are like watching over. There's a granny influence. Invisible guardian angel is part of the relationship, like my Olga or Silva. I'm Silva, but my other granny is Sylva. So like there's some Olga shadow here. Anyway, this would be like a now your dream relationship, having this kind of king, fair king. Yeah, love the ancestors. Yeah, you don't know who you marry. You marry all the yes, you marry all the bloodlines. So it's showing here. There is this justice family. Then your partners. We have interesting here. Maiden of Fire. This would be Queen of Wands. And Earth, Three of Pentacles. So completely, this was like almost like a eating plant-based diet. I had this card in some other reading. So this is really plant life, honoring plant life and understanding how grounding is very important. So this person is very much connected to earth energies, fire and earth, really earthy. Star sign would be also Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or the earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. This is the dream relationship. Be very well grounded, but having the passion. This Queen of Wands is even risk-taking, positive, sexy queen. So we have here a couple in the sense that there is the polar opposites. There is the even the granny is showing here. It is the king and a queen on the table. It's nice to see. I'm not going to go into the booklet now because I think this is very good. This. Then what trust and commitment mean to you in this side? Oh wow. This side, this king who is kind of Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, there has to be Venus attraction. Law of attraction has to be happening. And interestingly, I was all the time talking about this Isis. I was talking about the bird of the Venus like this. And I was even having the first card, the High Priestess first, talking just about bird of Venus. And here we have the Venus. So it is here. Almost like I have talked this Venus into the existence, but Venus is the law of attraction. It's totally trust and commitment comes the fact that there is a huge passion and attraction, not just cold facts. There also has to be attraction. So this physical attraction. What is then the other side? Powerful. Another powerful lady. Temperance with the bunnies. Equinox energies here. White and a black rabbit. Black rabbit is really here on the hem, like there is on the ground. You cannot see well. Here is black rabbit hiding. Having the rainbows coming from the water. This is temperance card, like angelic energy here. Trust and commitment. Yeah, this commitment is really like a heavenly, divine. Like what cards put together, nobody should separate. Like somehow, like even seeing this duality. This person sees this dual nature, like this heart balance even is needed. Like there's this black and white rabbit. Wow. Angel and morning star. It's like Venus is often like a bit like a devilish. So it's a bit like again polar opposites in angel and the devil. The other has very like a sacred and profane. That would be the commitment here. One likes to have the partner getting sexy or whatever, and the other one to have this kind of healing, cleaning, very, very like a pure stuff. What is it? Very represent. Are those peacock feathers? Yes, they are. They are bringing me. It's nice to have comments here, but like I have very long peacock feathers because I have an Art Deco house. They fit perfectly in my house. One friend gifted me this, and I'm so great, fitting well with my outfit as well. Being peacock today. Jessica said, nice. I've been hearing of an earth sign man coming in for years. That is a thing. Could this be even is so in this kind of yeah, the both piles, you have to see which resonate in the end. But earth sign, there can be sun sign. Yes, the sun is even on the table here today. Can be very meaningful, but always remember there is other aspects, like for example rising sign. Mine is Libra. I think it's very visible in me that I'm this kind of Libra rising, but I'm also Gemini, and then the Aries moon, like all these things can play a role. So you should look, I think at least these 3 signs when you are like wanting to see the star sign. Like it's not necessary just the sun sign. Then we have here what you dream in this relationship. You. Wow, we have such a queen energy here. Queen of Cups. Beautiful Queen of Hearts. Beautiful, like almost like a rainmaker. Emotions running free. In the same side, of course, there is this Venus. So there's really this passion and emotional wisdom and nurturing. So here is like, the line is like King, Venus, and the Queen. Dreaming about this Queen. And this other side. Wow, interesting. Crown of Fire. It is the King of Fire. So in this side, the shadow is already having like the Aries, Sagittarius, Leo in it. So it starts with the Queen. Middle is Angel. And on the bottom is the old woman, the ancestor as well, but the fire ancestor. But that's a king. So interesting. If you, that's what I cannot show here now when I do the readings like this. But it's got a diagonal. It goes like from king to king. Like they are having the anima and animus. One can say, you can really study this. There is like one person has both. And sometimes if this goes wrong, there is this wrong behaviors because we are not owning the female, masculine in the female or the female in the masculine. We have to kind of be whole. This having whole itself, there is, it's kind of very healthy here, I would say. Very powerful also. So on the top, what you dream in this relationship, there is again Queen and the King, but there is like a water and a fire together. This was the shadow side. Fire in the shadow, and then like a you watcher would be the Queen of Cups. But dreaming about this kind of wife, dreaming about this kind of husband, like this would be like an art director, very like a creative, able, artistic person. Yes. There we go. This is your live your dream. Kingly, I would say. And this kind of cards indeed can only come into pile number 1 because it is this deck in use. But now we read these advice cards. I read the wisdom in the end. Let's read the Isis because this is totally the Empress card here. Some kind of mother energy is coming through here a lot. Here also. And I have a matching glasses even. Everything is green. This pile number 1 is your advice. Holy Queen, Mother of us all, embodied manifestation of love. Isis and her husband Osiris ruled the fertile lands of Egypt during the first times. Isis was beloved of all the people whom she served as midwife and as teacher of weaving and the healing arts. It was because of her great capacity to love and her skill in the magical arts that she was able to raise her murdered husband to conceive their son Horus, so that he could restore the enlightened reign of his father. Isis is the pure, clear essence of spirit embodied in Mother. She is always with us on this journey as a loving, supportive force through every transformation we undergo. Isis remembers, yeah, this is important to say it like this, remembers us when we die, the shaman's death. She makes us whole again as she urges us forward into a new incarnation, a new way of being at a higher octave of consciousness. She is the queen of both heaven and earth and unfolds her multicolored wings to build a rainbow bridge of love between the worlds of form and formlessness. If you have chosen this card, you could always journey in. These cards are meant to be this kind of journaling cards. Take a screenshot. If you have chosen this card, Isis will see into the heart of the matter that you have brought before her to dispel confusion and allow clarity to emerge. She will show you how to bridge the personal with the transpersonal. As above, so below, which is a beautiful thing because we are using the as above deck even in this reading. Where is this? As you merge with Isis, allow yourself to feel the embrace of the Great Mother as her rainbow wings surround and envelop you. Notice how in her embrace she balances and attunes the chakras. Listen for her voice within as she offers you encouragement. Isis loves you regardless of what is happening in the world or in your life and connects you in a powerful way to your own self-love, which was very evident already in the beginning of the reading. Like there was even this affirmation, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. It's almost like Isis would have already like, psst. Remember to love yourself. You come first. Yeah, very great message. Can I be the sun god Ra? Yeah, this Egypt thing will continue. Let's see what is coming in the next files. But now we had the mother of all mothers, Isis. Very beautiful. I think this is your reading. No. We have one more. Wisdom. This Sacred Destiny card is still. I bring very similar cards to the reading that are in my horoscope reading. And after this, I will continue doing the readings. Sagittarius is next. So if you want to be in my life, I will be here, but showing just my hands. But now you see me, the lock lady. Wisdom. Depths of the sea. The surface of the sea can be choppy and turbulent, but when we sink down into the depths, our surroundings are completely different. Often there is a stillness below. In other cases, the surface of the sea might be placid, yet down in the liquid blue are a myriad of creatures and a variety of seaweeds. A vast community of creatures is eating there. Mating, giving birth, and dying. What we see on the sea surface has very little to do with what is occurring below. This connecting with this kind of subconscious mind. There's a lot happening underneath in our feelings and so on, and in our body. The sacred landscape wants you to know things are not as they seem. Look beneath the surface in your life. For example, you might feel that you aren't making progress on a particular project, yet beneath the surface things are happening. Or you might be going through a stormy cycle. This card is letting you know that even though the surface of your life might be a bit rocky or wobbly, in a deeper place all is well and serenity and peace are emerging. Things that may seem challenging will later be revealed to have been beneficial. Yes. Often indeed we need the the kind of hero's journey. We need that. It's not like a fun. It's even in the Hollywood movie or something. If there not would be any plot twist, what would be the story about if there wouldn't be like a crazy, strange events taking place? So that's, you might have some interesting things going on here. So let's see. This is now pile number 1. I think I got all the cards. Let's put this away. I'm gonna use some same decks, so I have to have everything in place. We have next one. This one, we have also a rose on the table and a feather. This wanted to come for some reason, like is here. And my own cards, I think I have now 19 to design. I have got 1 card more. Varingred said, Egyptian mythology fascinates me. Yes, it is a very interesting that this deck, I was thinking this is a new one, but actually it's already published. Where is the year? Let's check. Already 2008. This Oracle deck has been in 2008, and I don't see it around so much being used in Tarot channels. So I'm like, why not? This Egyptian Oracle is really interesting. Sometimes there are a lot in plain sight that we don't know. It would be really interesting to see. But all your money you donate me goes to this kind of decks. They of course cost something, and it's very nice. I can afford to buy, possibly. Another deck. I love books, but I think the deck, as a tarot reader, I think you will get this kind of like a, you have to kind of hold your horses, like how many decks you can have, because I do keep this kind of idea that I want to have certain decks that are passing to my shadow channel, so they has to be related to this theme of the channel. So I cannot just use any deck. I'm going, yes, now would be the time to show my art, because it's matching to this first card of this pile. Yeah, here having Knight of Wands as the starting card, pile number 2. And my art is, I made it already 1 year ago in summer. This is this kind of winged lion holding a gem, but I made it for the 8/8 portal, like a strength card. In a sense, this is for my Sandman's Daughter series. So, Baringrad will say, I collect books, you collect decks. We all have a weakness. Yes, I collect also books. I mean, I also read books, but I think lately the tarot decks have got more my focus, whatever you are like into, of course. I mean, I have a lot of books, but I think really this has got my attention now lately. But anyway, we all have our things. Let's start. So pile number 1. I think the rose is somehow very meaningful. Like we have here a beautiful rose. Okay, it's almost like I can put it on my head. Oh my god. The rose is speaking. Oy. Anyway, here is this kind of nun. This interesting card is here. I'm going to start to read this Purgatorio Canto 32. So let's show this holy sister. Some kind of shadow sister also. Apocalypse now. Purgatorio Canto 32. This canto draws on the interpretive tradition that viewed the tree from which Adam and Eve ate, plunging humanity into sin, as that form which the wood of Christ's cross was taken. Even the cross showing in this hand must be somewhere across here. Anyway, hence the same tree that led to humanity's fail is also the source of its salvation and of eternal life. This unlocks the imagery of the scene. The griffon, symbolizing Christ's incarnation, connects the chariot pole, the cross, to the barren tree, and the tree burst into the new life as a result. Beatrice addresses Dante that is his destiny and obligation to write what he is shown. And there follows series of allegorical performances that dramatizes the history of the church, which is in this imagery showing as a chariot. This is a long text. These allegorical tableaus are performed for Dante to witness and to write down. First, the persecution of the church by the early emperors, the eagle. The early heresies overcome by the church, the fox driven away by the Beatrice. 3, the church acquisition of the temporal possessions through the donations of Constantine. The eagle's feathers fall on the chariot, and Inferno 19 is mentioned. So, I mean, I have made a chapter of that, but who knows what was said there? Something about that. Then the great schism by which the church was rent. The dragon represents Islam, Inferno 28. And 5, the future accession of wealth and power that utterly destroys and deforms the original character of the church. 6, the church disfigured by the 7 deadly vices that afflict it in its corruption. It becomes the monster of the apocalypse. And then 7, the Avignon captivity, the they transferred church from Rome to Avignon, 1309. Historical fact. So here we start very boldly saying like apocalypse now. Oh my god, what is this reading? I'm like sometimes starting to laugh. Like it's so funny. Like Jessica and Waringren, where you are here. Like last time I had a pretty fun reading when you were here. So I think we are again going there. What is this something to do with the apocalypse? Some winged creatures appearing from the Sirius planet or something? So let's see. Which card I took first. I take first, yeah, this I of course have to show you. Maybe I read this card actually even from this booklet. What is it? This is the first card. This is very small. Knight of Wands. Of course, all the time it's getting darker. Even my shadow is growing in the back. Luckily, I have a lamp here. This is shadow. So you have a shadow in your reading for some reason. Images of massive winged bulls called the shadow were placed at entrances, temples, and palaces for protection. The shadow are shown with wings, a man's crowned head, and the body of a bull. They have their own language, but are proficient in communicating telepathically with humans. They use their psychic powers to work against evil, aid those in need, teach magicians positive spell work, and guide astral travelers. The shadow's 5 legs represent the elements of earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. The crown denotes spiritual enlightenment and the ability to pass this knowledge on to prepared humans. And divinity, the meaning of this card is pile number 2. Let's see. Important, powerful forces are affecting the events in your life. Be certain you are on a positive path in order to take advantage of them. Good news is coming about a journey, a move, or job change. And use to learn this card to learn how to balance all elements in your life. Yes, often it's like if there is like a hand used, this would be the 4 elements, and this would be the spirit, how you call it? Peukalo in Finnish. How you call this in English? Dumb, dummy. But anyway, something about these 5 things. Of course, pentacle is also. This is a wand energy, but there's something about the pentacle wisdom, maybe part of this. Anyway, this deck we now use also in your reading. Let's take now a card from my own deck. Let's see what comes. So sacral chakra, also Emperor and Empress, being in your power to be able to enjoy your life, not become a martyr or people pleaser. This is also here. This kind of Jesus stories all time is kind of, it's like somebody can sacrifice everything. Not always good. Okay, what we need to know. Interesting moon energy comes here. Welcome, this is sacred space. Stay magical. So there's something hidden. I think the text was even saying that something is coming like that you would not see. So again, of course, this would be something maybe about paying attention to the next full moon, because this is a moon card, but often moon is, of course, is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio card related. But something about this shadows dancing. But in my reading today, of course, we have this shadow aspect here, so who knows what this wants to say to us. But we are having a sacred space here. Here we are staying magical. Maybe something really, this was also saying kind of like a magic things. Maybe those 5 element even. Magician is working with 4. But maybe, let's see. Now, next thing, let's see this astrological aspect here. What you need to know, this is a timeless reading, so whatever is you are looking this now, it's for you. Pile number 2. Pile number 2. This one. Neptune. Wow. Spiritual, inspire others with. Mental, be prepared to sacrifice for. Physical, yielding is the only way to. Neptune energy, which is kind of a little bit this kind of hidden mysterious, romantic even, smoke and mirrors. Maybe there is really some smoke and mirrors happening in your life that you should pay attention. What is that? Yeah, wearing red, 4 elements and a thumb. Yes, like, yes. Yeah, you can thumb my video now also. Thank you. And also subscribe, because imagine we are over 1,500, unless somebody start to unsubscribe. Please don't. Let's stay over the nice number. Now, let's have the rune. Then we get this kind of cards. Rune for pile number 2 is protection. Protection is needed. Maybe there is something happening in the background. So who knows? We are getting now Lock Lady moment. Current feelings of your person. That's what Lock has to say. So let's put these glasses. Little beautiful today for you, my audience, because I have hit the target. I'm really happy about many things, but I really wanted to be monetized, and it happened now in April. And then since then, I have now gathered like 500 more subscribers. So, I mean, it's going slow, but I'm happy that things are like happening. Like people are interested to see what I do. Sometimes I feel like nobody cares. Nobody cares a thing like who has a shadow. Like, that's not the most sexy readings, I would say, to have a shadow readings. I don't know, but I like it. For me, yes, but maybe some people don't always are wanting to look into this kind of hurt and pain and tears and all this, but I believe that they can really clean us and heal us, and to talk about this. So I keep doing this. Okay, current feelings of a person, pile number 2. stuff that comes is not always the positive message that I have to say. If you're used to that. Okay, got here. First one, values to choose for guidance. There's a lot of values here. It's like a huge amount of values. I'm gonna make them all, like indeed values can guide you. Determination, fairness, faith, fame, friendships, fun, growth. I mean, this would be a moment that you could actually, like I'm gonna hold this even on a screenshot, like really set this kind of values for next year even. Would be a good moment to have a guiding values. So faith, fame, friendships, fun, growth, happiness, honesty, humor, influence, authenticity, achievement, adventure, balance, beauty, boldness, compassion, challenge, religion, reputation, respect, responsibility, security, self-respect, service, and spirituality. So what are your top values? That would be now question in this pile. I mean, your person might be even like pay attention to this if you are demonstrating these values in your life. 8 of Pentacles. No roses without thorns. This is reward of hard work. So this talks about like some success is happening because you're a hardworking person. Person C that you could be. That is an admirable thing, this hard-working work ethic, let's say. Dynamic awareness. I am love. Love is being. Belief to God and Goddess and higher love. Awareness is love in action. Mystic feeling, spirituality, oneness. Life is love and love is life. Compassion. It's nice. I am love energy here. True love. That's actually shown. I'm still hurting from the way you were preparing to let me go. Through these tears, I can see so clear, but I wish I wouldn't be crying. That's the song from Astok Svan. It's a Finnish singer. The song is called True Love, if you want to listen to it. Anyway, there's something about the person is like feeling bad that you were like starting to see them as an option or something, like somebody to put away. Like it is not like a. Like often we want to have a forever love and we are like, this is never gonna end, but then it ends. It's like, oh, what's happened? Why? Oh my God, I didn't want to ever this to end. Here is a rose for you also again. Something like meaningful. You know the reading, I already had this rose. Touching this rose and this feather. Who knows what's coming? Now we see maybe one more feeling from this funny fellow. Pile number 2. What is happening here? Are the feelings? Okay, one more. Not too many. We have here picture of you. Pictures of you by Cure. I've been looking so long at these pictures of you. I've been living so long with my pictures of you that I almost believe that the pictures are all I can feel. There was nothing in the world that I ever wanted more than to feel you deep in my heart. This song would be also nice to listen. This is something about your possible relationship, because it's also love reading. Hunky Dory by David Bowie. Hunky Dory album reflected my, is David Bowie saying, my refound enthusiasm for this new continent that had been opened up to me. David Bowie was inspired of USA tour and wrote songs dedicated to 3 American icons, Andy Warhol, Bob Dylan, and Lou Reed. Something about the American tour. I don't know. What is it? This is a picture of the David Bowie also. So, hunky-dory. Things are hunky-dory, or what? What is it? We will find out. Now we will see this advice card, and this we read in the end. Pile number 2. Can use the speaker crystal. And let's take immediately this Egyptian deck. leadership. Polar bear. It's coming very winter style. Beautiful. Whatever is this meaning, this will be your advice in the end. And also we have here again Isis. Wow. I mixed this deck, but Isis is now wanting to come. There is really this Isis energy. Holy Queen, Mother of us all, embodied manifestation of love. So something about this Empress energy is here. Almost like this mama bear, but it's like a polar bear. This moon card is kind of like the High Priestess was in the first pile. It is very feminine also. But we do have this Knight of Wands here. Let's see what's coming. Neptune and all. So now we go to the reading. These are special cards, so we're gonna put this one hunky-dory into the deck. So we have now video dream reading again. Pile number 2. I think I gave other cards all. So light and shadow. Live your dream. What is your dream relationship? Pile number 2. Now we see. What is it? This is the name of the reading. We are using my spread. And nice to have a live audience. You can always co-create if you feel like. I hope I read all your comments always that they're moving. Yes. What is your dream relationship? Pile number 2. And the person of the pile number 2, what is your dream relationship? Yes, like a shout out to the guardian angels here. Watching over our reading. Just seeing this lion all the time here, like this is my angel now. Strength card. What trust and commitment mean to you and to your person? And then what you dream in this relationship. What you dream in this relationship. Okay. Start. So Varying representatives say, thank you, sis, shadow sis. Wow, we got immediately quite shadow situation here about dreaming this relationship. 3 of Swords is a heartbreak. This is not a nice story. I think getting over the heartbreak might be part of this dream relationship. Like, this is not a dream relationship. This is experience of a very bad situation. And it to me look like that the dream relationship is actually getting out of the swampy emotions. So something has happened that you got into the swamp. And your person, is it the hero? Who is it? Ah, your person is also the same page. 10 of Swords. Relationship ending. So this dream relationship might be even that somebody wants the ex back, or there is something about like healing all this bad karma. Because they both have this extreme suffering here. 3 of Swords and 10 of Swords, both suffering cards. And that's a dream relationship. Maybe Kali here with all the knives. There is a pain and suffering here in this dream relationship, but let's see what it means. We could always verify. Wow. Let's leave it for now. We can start to read the stories later. What trust and commitment mean to you? Ace of Swords. So there is truth. There is honesty. There has to be honesty. There is this Thor story here. Ace of Swords. And then here, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know if Varying Red Bear is still here, but like Viking stories are coming part of this reading now. And the other person, 9 of Swords. So we are still in this suffering, mental agony with some, what are these? Are these like this kind of sirens. But we will read these stories. Maybe there is a lot of like a package on this shadow side. This could be even your shadow. I'm saying this spread can be read also like one person and a shadow. That's showing the relationship. But there's a sword energy a lot. Everything is now sword. So this relationship, this dream relationship could be between air sign. It could be two air sign in relationship or huge air influence. Three of swords, ten of sword, ace of sword, nine of sword, all sword energy. Okay. Next, what you dream in this relationship. Chariot. Wow. That at least very positive major arcana card. Willpower to go extra mile to really come to as a winner and victory. And your partner, Fool. New chapter and journey. So going over this whole shenanigans or like a suffering and have a new life, like a completely new chapter in your life, while the other one want to be victorious. So I think this is really like a hero's journey in the sense like these people have to go in this relationship through a lot of like hardships, but are willing to kind of have the laundry day and clean all this dirty laundry, because there is a lot in this dream relationship. That three of sword and ten of sword, that would be completely like some very hard realities. Maybe they are two empaths who have go through this and they are like able to then they have learned a lot. But I'm gonna read this three of sword story. This is kind of hard stuff. Maybe the whole thing started with the apocalypse. Now we are starting to see the apocalypse in these cards. This is like that kind of cards. Apocalyptic relationship is your dream relationship. Going into the storm and getting out of it as a winner. Chariot and the Fool. Tornado of emotions. But actually mental, this is all very mental. Happening in your head. So we have three of swords is Jenny Green Teeth. Let's read the stories. You learn what is the dream relationship, even if part of it is this. A fearsome creature, Jenny Green Teeth, drags unsuspecting people into her dark, swampy home, and they are never seen again. Jenny has sharp teeth, green like the slime covering the pool. Vague images of her victims can be seen in the dark organic foliage. The sword on the back represents the consciousness. And then we have this next card is the sword again, but this is like a huge consciousness. The upright sword in the water denotes the subconscious mind. The third sword dangling from the tree limb symbolizes the higher consciousness or universal state of mind. None of the swords attract Jenny Green Teeth as she has no conscience. An omen of heartache, sadness, losses, and possible rejection. This card reveals the pain of separation in a love relationship. Use this card to let go of emotional losses and pain. So the dream relationship that you would be able to get out of this swamp and let go all this past pain. All of it. Somebody helps you even in the relationship to put this swamp past you. Then your person, Ten of Swords, also suffering. It's almost like this Lady of Sufferance is the perfect couple with Jesus. There's something about this. Kalima. Kalima. Wearing the I have a lot of package. Can you help me carry it? Yes, yeah, that's well said. It's nice jokes. Here is Kalima. Kalima is both feared and respected in India, as she governs every form of life and death and protects women from violence. She is portrayed as a woman with a hideous face, smeared with the blood, a protruding tongue, multiple arms, and a necklace of human skulls. Her skirt is made of human arms and hands. With the dual personality of love and death, this goddess accepts and integrates the two opposing forces. Her weapons shown on the card are ready to create or destroy, whichever is necessary. These cards symbolize a major disaster that will occur unless changes are made. Make a clean break with the past, don't leave any loose ends behind. Yes, totally. Cut the cords, cut everything, cut it out like a rotten tomato. Cut the piece off that is rotten or whatever fruit. Cut it off and eat the one that is okay. Don't let the influence of the whole fruit basket. So this is a dream relationship, but this whole issue will be addressed. These both people are bringing like a huge darkness with them, but maybe in the darkness they find each other. That's why the swords are also here. The swords are also here. They both have this experience of some kind of circus going on. I don't know. Circus numbers. Next, but it's having a happy ending. So what ends well, like my mom says, what ends well, it's all end is well. It's like as long as everything ends well. Ace of Swords is now the trust and commitment card. That's very positive that this is there. Still sword energy. So the Thor. You as a watcher would be this light and the shadow would be... The roles can be reversed, but this is now for you. Trust and commitment. Thor's quotes. Although the Norse god Thor was a ferocious warrior, he also was known as a friend to humans. Thor's huge sword could withstand the destructive powers of both fire and ice. His mighty hammer is said to throw lightning across the sky. Thor's chariot was pulled by the two magical giant goats named Toothgnaster and Toothgrinder, who helped to protect Thor. A powerful new beginning brings a major breakthrough that can help you triumph over difficulties. Any decisions made at this time will influence your life for some time. Use this card to help you break through a stagnant cycle and get things moving. And this is a beautiful trust and commitment. Committing in this relationship, you are able to really have like kind of beautiful, powerful new beginning. That's what you need. And interesting that chariot was meaning because the next card is a chariot, but even that card was connected to like a Thor chariot. Anyway, trust and commitment on this side of a person in the shadows. Nine of Swords. Harpies. Oh my god. As an Anglo-Saxon, I'm part Viking. I love Thor. So it is really for you, this pile then. But your person has to deal with harpies. Oh, it's a harpy. It's a harpy there. Let's see what's going on. Be aware of the harpies. In Greek mythology, harpies, whose name means snatchers, were huge predatory birds with bodies like vultures and claws like eagles. Although the harpies are hideous creatures, their human faces are said to have an ethereal beauty. Yes, am I a harpy also? Because I don't know, I looked today. Okay. Yeah, harpies and succubus. So harpies with ethereal beauty. They are used by the gods to punish people who break spiritual taboos and laws. Their heavy wings make a terrible clanging noise as they fly down to harass people. They filth and foul stench can cause famine and disease. On this card, the harpies both attract and repel as they warn of hidden perils, represented by the hanging swords. The human faces beguile humans to forget the danger and move closer to ignore the unpleasant lessons in life and the consequences. Denoted meaning: if you have broken secular or karmic laws, expect to pay the price. Look closely at your plans, something is not your benefit. Use in meditation to understand past life and to settle karmic debts. Already the Ten of Swords was a karma card. There is really almost like this person has lost the trust to the goodness because there's been extremely suffering here. So it's almost like taking layer by layer what has happened. So this person has even met the harpies, and there is like the harpies are eating the trust and commitment because they are like the experience of harpies being around possibly has been very bad for the soul. I can say this to my own experience. I'm not gonna call out who is the harpy in my life, but let's say with a narcissistic woman, if they show up, they can be a bit like harpies, and then they snatch your person. I mean, it can be even. I should not blame the woman, but any point is, harpies can leave you scars. But this person is going from Ten of Swords to then this relationship to trust and commitment to deal with these harpies for good. So understanding the harpies around, but kind of learning to deal with it. And the person with this one sword, the missing sword, because it's 9 of Swords together, they are 10, possibly can give a lot of like good advice how to heal. Maybe this person also has an experience of the harpies, so they can be kind of guide this person. But interesting, this was Ten of Swords, and together they form Ten of Swords. So it's like there is kind of like addressing this pain going on here in this relationship, and this can be good like a healing aspect of able to talk about everything. That's a trust and commitment, this kind of communication about the hard subjects. It's hard. Truth in a relationship is high intimacy, so this looks like it's happening. Chariot, or should be happening. Chariot then is this what you dream in this relationship. It's beautiful Major Arcana card. Things are just going. The Chariot is moving. Really this kind of Alexander the Great type, usually. The masculine card, but the Fool is really the lover type. So we have here, interestingly, we have here the first line of the Fool's journey. It starts from the Magician and it ends to the first line. Of course, Fool card is kind of having no kind of Joker card always. Fool can be anywhere, but so a person can be Joker kind of person, can be kind of very like how you call it? What is that? Chameleon. Can be anywhere, but this is end of the first like a material cycle in the tarot, the Chariot. So you have come to the point after the Lovers to understand this material world and the needs in the material world, and then you go to more spiritual in the Strength card. But here we have this kind of first line with the Fool and the Chariot. Kind of you're on the same page in the sense that one is a little bit in the beginning, one is in the end already. Possibly this person is more successful in life. They had less swords than the other person. So they are maybe more successful already. Centaurs. Interesting, centaurs are here. So this is what you dream in this relationship. Centaurs. Centaurs were pictured by ancient Greek as having the upper body, head, and arms of human man, and the lower body and legs of stallion. One branch of centaurs was aggressive, wild, lecherous, and loved to cause chaos. The others were skilled wizards and shapeshifters who use their ancient healing wisdoms and teachings to help humans. The two types of centaurs on this card reminds us that we must maintain control and balance of both aspects of our physical and spiritual natures. Only when both sides are in harmony can they control the chariot and remain on course. Yeah, usually the Sphinx are like need to be in control, but here they are the centaurs. And of course, centaur is connected to Chiron, that is a wounded healer. So they could be really the wounded healer is in this side. Yes. And how the wounded healer became, because there was completely this heartbreak. This situation has happened here. And the person has overcome it and become like a wounded healer. Here we have the Fool. What you dream in a relationship, we have this kind of Fool. What is this crazy name here? Ampish Baena. According to Greek legend, Amphis Baena can move in the direction of either head if the two halves hold onto each other, creating a circle which enables it to roll. The two heads are capable of acting independently, although they often think and work together as if one mind. The Amphis Baena aptly portrays the fool who, when faced with choices, often can't make up his mind or decides without enough information. If this is the first card in a layout, it may indicate that the wrong question is being asked or that the questioner is hesitant about making choices. Okay, this is the last card, it's not. So expect the unexpected, new beginnings or journeys into unknown areas. A leap of faith is required. Decisions must be made. If this card represents a person, she and he or he will be very unconventional or maybe a wanderer without goals. Used to represent this card as an unpredictable person or an unconventional outcome. Anyway, kind of almost like anything is possible in this relationship, but we do see. My hair is really too much. It is earrings. I need to put them here. There is this thing that the other one is already having a very much victory. If I have as a YouTuber 1,500, this person would be much more notorious person, much more known in their craft. So there is this, somebody is more advanced, but maybe there's this balancing forces, like a healer healing the other. They're both like having the issues. That is your reading. Now we're gonna read this advice cards. So first one is this Isis. Again, the mother energy is here. Empress energy, creative also. And the Empress is part of your crystal. This is Emperor and Empress on the throne, so somehow the mother comes strong. I'm gonna read this again, even if you heard this. Maybe these piles are even connected, but this is now one advice card. Holy Queen, Mother of us all, embodied manifestation of love. Isis and her husband Osiris ruled the fertile lands of Egypt during the first times. Isis was beloved of all the people whom she served as a midwife and as a teacher of weaving and the healing arts. It was because of her great capacity to love and her skill in the magical arts that she was able to raise her murdered husband to conceive their son Horus, so that he could restore the enlightened reign of his father. Isis is the pure, clear essence of spirit embodied in matter. She is always with us on this journey as a loving, supportive force through every transformation we undergo. Isis remembers us when we die the shaman's death. She makes us whole again as she urges us forward into a new incarnation, a new way of being at a higher octave of consciousness. She is the queen of both heaven and earth and unfold her multicolored wings to build a rainbow bridge of love between the world of form and formlessness. If you have chosen this card, Isis will see into the heart of the matter that you have brought before her to dispel confusion and allow clarity to emerge. She will show you how to bridge the personal with the transpersonal. As above, so below. Isis is committed to renewal and regeneration. She assists you in seeing the both, and rather than either or in whatever situation you are involved with. As you merge with Isis, allow yourself to feel the embrace of the Great Mother as her rainbow wings surround and envelop you. Notice how in her embrace she balances and attunes the chakras. Listen for her voice within as she offers you encouragement. Isis loves you regardless of what is happening in the world or in your life and connects you in a powerful way to your own self-love. Beautiful. Again, this one, I had to read it again, but maybe some will in the future use timestamps. So it's needed that every pile has the text. Your final advice is leadership with this polar bear. So how long I've been already busy here? 1 hour and 30 minutes. If you like this video, give me a like. Somebody's already, you're giving me £2. Bless you. On the way to 2,000. Nice. Can I put a like here? Can I press here like? Okay, you gave me a like. I don't know, can I put a heart? Yes, okay, thank you. It's nice that if you donate, because it's, you know, I sit here kind of like free all my night and evenings and whatever, and it's nice one day to get something, like actually buy a new tarot deck. So, leadership, North Star. In Western culture, we wish upon a star because the stars represent all that is illuminating and enchanting. They symbolize aspiration, illumination, inspiration, imagination, and wonder. Native people use the stars to find their way in the night. The North Star was often used as a kind of compass to make sure one was going in the right direction. The North Star symbolizes direction and guidance. It is a guiding light for those who can't find their way. It's one of the brightest stars in its constellation. And the sacred landscape wants you to know. Just as the North Star is a beacon for travelers in the dark of the night, you are a beacon for others. It's time to step into the light and take your leadership role. This is very similar. These piles are connected because the leadership was really highlighted in the first piles, just saying. You are teacher, steward, guardian, and healer, a true leader. Own these gifts. Come into the light. Don't hold back. Let the world see your light. The greatest leaders are those who know how to serve and act as stepping stones for others to reach their dreams. If you have been hiding in the background, it's time to break out and become the light for others. Through this, your star shines brighter. Very aligned to this kind of first pile crown chakra energy. That's totally Pite Kuru. Here we have a Be Emperor and Empress. So have this kind of kingdom with creativity. And it comes that you are enjoying the process. You are enjoying what you do also. You are like allowing yourself to have pleasure about what you do. So here we had pile number 2, and I even got a nice little tip. Thank you, Wearing Red Bird. Maybe this reading was indeed for you. Not so expensive if you think like £2 for a passing reading. You had at least Tor card here. You said this was like your card. Maybe this pile was for you. You can always write more about what you feel. And now we are moving to the pile number 3. We have still pile number 3, and interestingly, the Fool was already mentioned here. And the first card of this deck is the Fool. So maybe, again, these piles are very connected. We will see. I'm curious always because I don't know what cards I'm going to pull live, so really, we will see. So, I got this. And this we have to put away. And comment, do you like that I'm showing my face? Because I actually do this. I think it's a good thing for me to always do this kind of like in the extensive tarot readings. I'm keeping them live, but there I do the readings on your face, and then every single other readings, it's just so handy that you can see the cards on the table. I personally like readings that are like that because it's like it's so nice to see the cards. But where did the crystal went? File here. Okay. So pile number 3. We are getting ready. Last pile. I'm gonna today see for you also live your dream, but this is in the end. You know what the dream is. It's easier to live it. No, it's like a blueprint. Trying to see it for you. The help of the spirits. Thank you, spirits. So, I started to mix this deck for some reason. Okay, who knows why, but I just felt now it's showing 8 of Cups. Who knows what is the meaning, but let's leave it like that. 8 of the Cups is kind of also spiritual journey. So if we had a full journey in the major, now it showed the minor full journey. So similar energy, but I don't know why you had to see them both, but maybe there is something. Your card is this Purgatorio 33. This is the last chapter, last chapter of this divine comedy. And maybe before we go into it, I will even show the picture of this chapter. There is a picture here, so we have, before we go to the heavens, paradise, we are going to, this is already showing the next chapter, but this is the last picture of this chapter we are going now into. But then we go here in 5th, where is it, my hand? 5th of January, we will continue with this. So, very it's nice to see your face, whatever you are comfortable with. Yeah, that's the comfortable factor. Like, I think it's nice to dress up sometime, but it's kind of like when you show your face, you show all your style and everything. Like, you have to be kind of like ready for the spotlight. It's not always, it's easier to show your hands. Let's read now Purgatorio Canto 33. New again. Very fitting with this full energy. New again. Weeping softly, the virtuous and graces chant the psalm, O God, the heathen are come. The Beatrice, this was a weird word, hitren are come. What is that in English? Because I first wrote heaven are come, but it's something like a hitten are come. Then Beatrice speaks Latin, quoting from the Gospel of John, a little while, and ye shall not see me, and again a little while, and ye shall see me. I feel like a peekaboo, a peekaboo, like weird stuff. Beatrice prophesies to Dante that the church will someday have an heir to Constantine, who will presumably restore the church to purity from its worldly captivity. 515 number is mentioned as 510 and 5 is coming to slay both the who like a whore and a giant. She urges to communicate this to the still living. They approach, I'm going to show this card. They approach 2 diverging streams in the distance, and Matilda explains that this is Eunoa. She draws like a river Eunoa. She draws both Dante and poet Statius toward the water. Statius was still a poet after the Virgilius left that was hanging around. I often forget his name, but the Statius has been going around because he's kind of like already saved, but he's just wanting to hang around as a friend of Dante. Like, he's already like a purge all his sin. He's just like hanging around. So the Statius and Dante are going towards the water. Dante takes an inexpressingly sweet drink and withdraws from the stream, feeling remade and prepare to rise towards the stars. So we are ready to go towards the paradise next Sunday. Okay. So this is the starting point. You have a throat chakra. This is also to communicate. Don't be a silent child. Communicate about it. Beatrice was in this chapter saying like Dante has to kind of go back from this journey and start to tell these stories. So this aspect about storyteller comes here somehow. So next, what did I pull next? We have this first card. Of course, it changed now to be the Eight of Cups. It was full. Let's have my own deck. Parts to design. Let's see. When this day comes, then we can celebrate again. And my deck is ready, but that's going to be a handmade deck, and then of course starts the whole process to design it on computer. That's another journey itself. But I'm glad of this creative journey that has been. One of the trees card is here. Wow, true love. Quality time together. How nice is to end this kind of Purgatory last chapter 33 to true love. Two cats happily embracing. This is promising good reading. Nice. Indeed, I think the heaven, the paradise chapter start that Dante has now met this Beatrice and they are gonna go together on this journey. So I think this is somehow really saying that if you have not have quality time with your person, now it will happen soon. You will have a quality time with your person. This is in the cards. And next, rune for the final three. Rune. What is it? We have here home protection. Yeah, it looks like they are cozying up in some home. Maybe really your home becomes important aspect of this relationship. Then we get this lock lady cards. They're already out here. Or did I put some back? No, they're all here. Current feelings of your person. One of a tree. One of a tree's person. Current feelings. I think that's about it, this one. Blood, tears and sweat. I have nothing to offer but blood. What is this? Something, tears and sweat. We have before us an ordeal of most grievous kind. We have before us many long. But this is Winston Churchill. I have to really have my glasses on. We have before us many long months of something like a cold and struggle. Foil and struggle. Wow. This is very political from UK, but this is old times when it was a wartime. What is trying to tell me? New again. Home protection. Blood, tears and sweat. What is this one word? I don't understand. Really cannot read this well. Blood, something, tears and sweat. Anyway, we will find out. There's kindness, being kind and caring, good heart, good queen, king, nurturing, loving, healing, with positive action and words. So it's nice kindness here. Rosebud and Thorn, helping to brainstorm a team to see bigger picture together and find new solutions. 1. Select a word to catch success. What is it? That would be the rose. Is this rose is here also? It would be the rose, one word. Opportunities is the bud. And the 3 obstacles and challenges would be the thorn. And you should brainstorm about this. This is something for your relationship to make it better, possibly. Maybe make it new again, even. And maybe possible there is even the quality time is a love language. This could be addressed. This is needed. So, happy and joy, peace, happiness, heartfelt relationship, sunshine, light, emotional fulfillment, success. So this is a good card. Positive still. Even there is this kind of gloomy message from the Winston Churchill that something like a many months of sufferance is happening. You need the blood, tears, and sweat to get something. Anyway, let's have one more card from this. This. So, current feelings of your person. And one more. Interesting keyhole is showing here. Whatever is this? There is a purpose for everyone you meet. Some people come into your life to test you, some to teach you, some to use you, and some to bring out the very best in you. Thinking Mindspace Instagram. I found it from there. There is a purpose for everything. And then Set Fire to the Rain by Adele. But I set fire to the rain, watched it pour as I touched your face. Well, it burned while I cried, 'cause I heard it screaming out your name, all the things you say, but I set fire, all the things you say, they were never true, never true. What is that? That is never true. Hope there is no lies entering this paradise. Quality time together. Anyway, you should like your person, you should like be united somehow. But the throat chakra is coming clearly here, like something needs to be talked about. Something needs to be addressed. Don't be silent child. Don't hold everything inside. What is that thing? That was never true. Next thing, let's see the astrology card for this pile number 3. It's very like a 3-3-3 pile because there is this 33 chapter. Pile number 3. What is it? Gemini energy. Spiritual, what you want to be known. Mental, what is spirit about? Physical, use the quickest way. So Gemini powers are now somehow, remind you, this is like a timeless reading, timeless love reading. But of course, there is a 2 cats here also. Something about the dark and the light coming together. 2 sphinxes in harmony. And let's see. Next, I still will pull you these advice cards. And you can already start thinking about your question, because one of the lucky one in the audience was subscribed, because otherwise you cannot even comment. I put a setting that you have to be subscribed, otherwise you can comment. So if you comment, you are subscribed, I know it. And then this only thing is left. There is nothing to be star sign or anything. It's just your question matters. What you ask, I will check. What is the best question for the collective? So pile number 3, another Egyptian advice here. Security is this cave paintings here. Is the first, like this kind of last card actually, twice. Oh my god, like I mix this deck and again Isis. Like how many times I mix this deck and again I get Isis. like whatever it happens, I do mix this damn deck. But looks like sometimes in tarot there is really this thing. If the same card keeps appearing, it's very meaningful. So now for all the 3 piles, Isis, Holy Queen Mother of us all, embodied manifestation of love. It's needed. Isis in every single pile. Now I think I make an exception, like, I mean, yeah, I think people might look with the timestamp, so I have to read again this story from here. So we read it in the end. Now we do this Live Your Dream reading, but we will read again this story. Maybe you need to hear it 3 times to understand this story. Maybe. But interestingly, I even have my own drawing with the lion things. I mean, this is, of course, winged lion, but it was even in this Dante stories. In one chapter, it was a reflection of a lion, an eagle, and then something for the Beatrice. So I don't know what about this winged lion, but maybe there is something about it. Winged Isis. Okay, let's see your Live Your Dream reading. Even this feather is like all the time here. So, what is your dream relationship? Pile number 3, let's see. What is your dream relationship? Pile number 3. And people who might join us now might be the people who normally think that I start my reading at 6 o'clock European time, but I started already much earlier this time. So anyway, I have to feel this course. What is your dream relationship? Pile number 3. It's like 2 things. And the other person, the shadow. Dream relationship. What trust and commitment mean to you? Again, 2 things. And then the other person. And still, what you dream in this relationship. Again, 2 things. There's always 2 things in this side. And your partner, what you dream in this relationship. Now let's focus. Let's see. Okay, beautiful. What is your dream relationship? Fish fulfillment is this King of Swords. Beautifully, this King of Swords was also somebody's dream, I think in the pile number 1, so these piles are definitely connected. Now it's just showing this King of Swords in this way, and then they are together. 9 of Pentacles, able to have the abundance together. It's not the alone woman in this deck, it's totally sharing the wealth and the prosperity together. Wow, beautiful. I think I don't even read this text. This is just an amazing dream relationship. They are kind of getting engaged here. Committed and fair. The other person. Okay, so they are having the momentum. Dream relationship, you are going over the fence. You are going on the new, like a grass is inner. You are going somewhere new. I don't know, Jessica is here, but I often said this card that she was going to Texas. This was like she going to Texas. So daring to go out of your comfort zone. That is the dream relationship, like something like you're able to go out of the comfort zone to what you really want to do, where you really want to be. Go there. And indeed, that person is running towards this other person's dream. The other person is able to really say it clear. That's what I want. And the other one is like, okay, it's coming from this. I want it too. I want it too. Give it to me. So it's like they are running towards that dream. Wow. Nice. Then we have the trust and commitment in this relationship. Wow, I mean, come on with the cards. Love and the star card. Wow. This person is completely a dreamer, like a first class dreamer. This is like I wanna have that kind of stuff. Wow. This kind of Aragon here, and then this Aragon here having a picnic, and there's a star moment, completely dream of the whole world almost, because like Aquarius card is always like able to dream like a better future, like a Pluto now in Aquarius. This is the heart-centered love, trust and commitment. The trust and commitment, they choose each other. This is here. These two lovers are here choosing each other, giving the cup. Trust and commitment, completely beautiful, but then they not to forget to shine, not to forget to be themselves, really shine the light. Wow. What a cards. The other person? Wow, there is a devil here. Trust and commitment mean a good devil. This is not a bad devil. It's like a spiritual leader. Relationship with this kind of people. One is star and one is a good devil. I often think this is like a, what is her name? Swan. What is the name? One spiritual leader. It's this one woman. What is her name? Anyway, let's maybe my spirit took all the names out of my head that it could be anybody, but it's really a classic type of like this would be like a very devilish things, but this is like a being this positive leader, still having kind of devilish powers, but be like attractive. Trust and commitment. Maybe there is a bit like a codependency here. That's what it says, because devil is all about like there's huge, like kind of like you're glued together. You cannot go off. Like you are completely like paired by guards or something. Like you are like together. You cannot get out of it. That can be codependency, but can be positive in this sense. Like it's completely like here. I start to think about the heart-shaped box. I'm attracted to your magnet tar pit. Something like this, but this is a positive tar pit. It's not like a negative things happening here. Actually, magnet tar pit is very attractive here. Even though now I start to think about this as a Courtney Love, like in the park. It's like, anyway. They're both kind of in the park, but one is kind of like a fallen angel. And then we have, and that's the trust and commitment with the fallen angel, star and a fallen angel. Interesting. These are the major cards. Now I think I have to read this. What is this positive devil here? I don't always get this card. What is the positive devil? Of course, the Capricorn season. It could even point out it's trust and commitment is happening in this season. Like now when it's Capricorn season. That's a Capricorn card. To better understand light and fate, you must travel in darkness and despair. You must lose your sense of right to find it again. The devil tests you, seduces you, gives you much and takes away much. You have knowledge of the night, ideas that others reject. You do things that many people don't even dare to think of. Pushed to extremes, this could cost you dearly in terms of mental health and social acceptance. But positive of this devil is, and this is trust and commitment in this relationship, you have taken upon yourself the magical power of magnetism. Unexpected earnings and treasures are coming, increasing powers in the world and fortunes not obtained by work. Are you aware of what is happening? Do you like it? The answers could be positive or negative. The important thing is that they are honest. Do not yield to self-deception. So there is a magnetism here. It's very aligned with this one person, completely like going towards this other end. So like nice cards. Then we have what you dream in this relationship. Nine of Swords, like you will have extreme clarity. All the worries goes away. Where is this card? Trapped. Like Nine of Swords positive and Six of Swords healing positive. So this person who wants to have this beautiful picnic in the park and a star moment is like all the worries are over and I will be healed with this love. And the other person, wow, is Ten of Pentacles. So the Pentacle energy is coming back here, being able to have this beautiful kingdom. I think I'm gonna read now just what this Nine of Swords and the Six of Swords mean, because this could be a beautiful start dream that this is gonna happen. If there's been any worries, they will be washed away. They will be, knives will be coming at me. They will go away. Like in the other pile, there were all these knives. Here, the person is able in the mental power to kind of be protected, get them away. Nothing is hurting. It's kind of divinely protected. We have a wrong book here. Where is this? Nine of Swords positive about what you are dreaming in this relationship. Prepare for the last moment of difficulty before the final test. Focus and chase away the fears and the memory of hurts that come from your inner shadows. Your opponents are the frustrations and uncertainties about what to think, how to win, and what release will feel like. And the Six of Swords positive. You will find confidence, courage, and resourcefulness in taking on new challenges and overcoming old mental patterns. The journey you are beginning should be undertaken with those you love and on behalf of the people you care about the most. Bring all your dreams and hopes with you. You will be rewarded. Really like what you bring in the boat. Bring there all your dreams and hopes, and you will be rewarded. And this person is really able to dream. There is beautiful this is here. This is even a dream card, also a healing card. The healing card was following up with another healing card from the minors. So there's totally like a healing powers here. Wow. Let's end this whole pile with this Ten of Pentacles. That person is wanting to have this extreme legacy and abundance. Attractive Devil. Stability and the end of the struggle are your rewards after so much effort. Affluence and pleasure are the treasure that you and those you love have earned. Learn how to maintain this paradise for the good of the family. New adventures are ready for you, comfort, security, and the enjoyment of what you have always wanted. Wow. So if these people were getting in this first base engaged, here they are married. It's really like family values and a commitment. Beautiful. And now we are going to see the advice cards. So we have first the Isis again, third time. How is it said, like a third time is the kind of like a best. Like you have to say things three times and it's like then the best. my child is behind the curtain. I'm not here alone. So, Holy Queen, Mother of us all, embodied manifestation of love. Beautiful with this kind of energy to end this whole purgatory. That was like we're purging the sins and we are meeting the Beatrice and we have the Isis all over. So it's really this Isis and Beatrice are kind of same thing. Isis and her husband Osiris ruled the fertile land of Egypt during the first times. Isis was beloved of all the people whom she served as midwife and a teacher of weaving and the healing arts. It was because of her great capacity to love and her skill in the magical arts that she was able to raise her murdered husband to conceive their son Horus, so that he could restore the enlightened reign of his father. Isis is the pure, clear essence of spirit embodied in matter. She is always with us on this journey as a loving, supportive force through every transformation we undergo. Isis remembers us when we die the shaman's death. She makes us whole again as she urges us forward into new incarnation. A new way of being at a higher octave of consciousness. She is the queen of both heaven and earth and unfolds her multicolored wings to build a rainbow bridge of love between the worlds of form and formlessness. If you have chosen this card, Isis will see into the heart of the matter that you have brought before her to dispel confusion and allow clarity to emerge. She will show you how to bridge the personal with the transpersonal. As above, so below. Isis is committed to renewal and regeneration. She assists you in seeing the both and rather than the either or in whatever situation you are involved with. As you merge with Isis, allow yourself to feel the embrace of the Great Mother as her rainbow wings surround and envelop you. Notice how in her embrace she balances and attunes the chakras. Listen for her voice within as she offers you encouragement. Isis loves you regardless of what is happening in the world or in your life and connects you in a powerful way to your own self-love. So, third time, it's the same thing, and now we have the security as a final oracle of the sacred destiny. We can end this purgatory, and now you could think about your question. We are already busy, 2 hours, 7 minutes. This is a real work. But I earned two pounds. Thank you. Anybody donating me, this is a nice gift for New Year. Firelit cave. In ancient times, our forebears took refuge in caves. It was there that they could seek shelter from the weather and be protected from predators and enemies. The cave offered a safe place to prepare food, sleep, heal, and build community. Caves were also the places where sacred spiritual ceremonies occurred, evidences by cave drawings and altars that had been built along the ledges. Symbologically, caves often represented a secret pathway to the underworld, the divine warmth of Mother Earth. Beautiful, the Mother is mentioned again in this way, and the Sacred Heart. Also, caves can be an energy portals for shamans of other spiritual explorers. The sacred landscape wants you to know, pile number 3, you are safe and protected. No matter what is occurring in your life, you are in safe hands. Those in the realm of spirit are watching over you. You can relax and let go. Once you've taken measures to protect yourself and those you love, such as making sure everyone has their seatbelt on in the car, making sure your insurance is paid in time, or replacing the filter on your heating unit, then let go. If you have been hyper vigilant lately, take a break, relax, know that all is well. You can turn it all over the Creator. Wow. Yes, it's kind of like when you have a happiness, like a balance and everything, you can be more creative. Me too. I think it's such a like I'm always preaching about this, to be having this creative expression. It's very healing. It's in your pile too. But often it's not about inspiration or like waiting the right moment, just to make the sacred space for it and set certain kind of time you respect, that you do something to express yourself, whatever it is. Is it like a drawing these cards? Here is still empty cards. Or is it you singing, taking singing lessons, or whatever is it? Or like I know, like my child has this keyboard, calendar, like a play together with the simple piano, like anything. This creative expression is in this pile meaningful somehow. It helps you to be happy and you to achieve all this beautiful dream life. And living your dream is to express beautifully. So this is now your reading and your readings. Does anybody of you have questions? Because maybe again same happened that all your answers were answered in my reading. Can be. That doesn't have to have a separate question if you already like some pile. But I'm waiting a little bit. Maybe there is like a time lapse here a little bit, like if somebody want to ask a question, I'm ready. If somebody want to challenge me, I can make a psychic reading just for you. Dear audience, somebody who is already over 1,500 subscriber. Like, I don't know who was the one who was the 1,500. Who was it? Anybody want to admit who was the person? Who was the 1,500 person? If you're here now, you could be the one who gets this reading even. But I mean, I noticed it happened like now, yesterday night. It happened. Anyway, I think nobody is asking questions. Maybe it's a good thing because I've been busy so long, so people are kind of like understanding it. I also need to eat. I'm a mom, I need to start cooking. So thank you for seeing this reading and watching this. And yes, there is something that I will do with these Purgatory readings. I will put them in the membership. So they will be in the membership very soon, and they will not be anymore free in YouTube. And it's almost like, you know, you have this TV series and then they are available and then they are not. I thought I'd do the same. I put them like a season has ended. Season is ending now. So this will be in the membership. And you can then support me and watch whenever you want. But then the new season is the Paradise. The Paradise season, we're going to focus on the Paradise. And Inferno and Purgatory stay in the membership if you want to go back into it to pick a pile, because these pile readings are always timeless. You can always like follow your intuition. I have many readings also still available, but this will go now to archives. So thank you for watching this. Bye. I keep this reading still available, let's say some days. I will still keep this some days, but soon. I think until next Sunday, let's say like this. Until next Sunday, I keep this episode still available, but then it will go to my membership that you can always take. Thank you for watching and bye.